Before you watch this video, I recommend that you watch my previous video called Operations with Zero. It'll give you some nice background knowledge that will help you understand this video better. What is 1 divided by 0? Well, to find out, let's approach a denominator of 0 while keeping the numerator as 1. To do this, we can start with 1 divided by 1 and slowly bring the denominator down to 0. So to start, 1 divided by 1 equals 1. 1 divided by 0.1 equals 10. 1 divided by 0.01 equals 100. And 1 divided by 0.000001, 1/millionth, equals 1 million. Now, as you can see, these numbers are increasing. They are tending towards infinity as the denominator tends towards 0. So isn't 1 divided by 0 just equal to infinity? Well, there are two things wrong with that statement. Firstly, any number that is a solution to 1 divided by 0 must also satisfy the equation 0x equals 1. Now, if you plug in infinity, 0 times infinity equals 0, not 1. Because if you think about 0 times infinity as repeated addition, you just get 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, on and on and on, and no matter how many times you add 0 to 0, the total will always be 0. So, because infinity doesn't satisfy that equation, that can't be true. Secondly, if we approach a denominator of 0 from the negative end, the answer approaches negative infinity instead. But, just like infinity, negative infinity times 0 is 0, and doesn't satisfy this equation, and is not a possible solution. So now, we have two answers that looked equally valid at first glance, but now we have proved wrong. So it appears 1 divided by 0 has no solution. That is on our current number line. To find a possible solution to 0 divided by 1, we need to assume that there is a solution out there, but we have just yet to find it. Now that we have made this assumption, we need to list out everything we know about this elusive number. Let's symbolize it with a circle and then with an X in the middle. The first thing about this number should be fairly obvious. It equals 1 divided by 0. Now, in order for it to be a valid solution to 1 divided by 0, it multiplied by 0 must give an answer of 1. So therefore, 0 and this number must be reciprocals of each other. I can demonstrate this by writing 0 as 0 divided by 1, and then flipping the numbers to get 1 divided by 0. Now, wait a second. 0 divided by -1 is also equal to 0. So the reciprocals of both of these should be equal too. So that means 1 over 0 equals negative 1 divided by 0. The only way this could be is that this number, like 0, is neither negative nor positive. Now, 0 divided by anything always equals 0. Even 0 divided by infinity equals 0. Now, because all of these have the same value, all of their reciprocals have the same value too. So that means anything divided by 0, even infinity divided by 0, all equals the same number. Saying that 1 divided by 0 and negative 5 divided by 0 both equal the same thing doesn't mean that 1 and negative 5 are equal to each other. It's just a result of 0 divided by anything always equaling 0. Let's look at the final property of this number. Because 0 is the smallest number there can possibly be in terms of absolute value, this number, because it is the reciprocal of 0, must be the biggest number there can possibly be. By the way, this R represents all real numbers. It's sort of sandwiched between 0 and this number because 0 is the smallest in terms of absolute value, and this number is the biggest, and all other numbers are sort of in between. Now that we know a lot about this number, let's try and find it on the number line. Well, it's really big, so it has to be really far off, either this way or this way. But it's neither negative nor positive, and the only number here that satisfies that requirement is 0. And we know it's not 0, but all these numbers off to infinity and beyond are all positive, and all these numbers off to infinity are all negative. So where is it? Well, to find the number we're looking for, we're going to have to zoom out so much that the entire infinite number line appears to be compressed into a single point. And look, there it is! The number we've been searching for. How amazing. As you can see, at this huge scale, the number line appears to sort of curve around and then meet itself up here. This is the positive side, and this is the negative side. Down at 0, they intersect, and so 0 is neither positive nor negative. Then up here, they meet back up again, producing another number, which is neither negative nor positive. Also, we figured out earlier, this number must be the biggest number that there can possibly be. And this spot suits it perfectly, because this is the end of the number line. This is it. There's nothing above this. This is the biggest possible. Neither negative nor positive, and the biggest there can be. Now, this doesn't infringe on our current picture of this straight number line, because the number line we're familiar with is still here. It's just that we're so zoomed out that the infinite expanse of all real numbers appears to have a length of 0. As you can probably tell by now, this is my idea. Some professional mathematician didn't come up with this. I did. Now, you're probably thinking right now, this is an insane idea. How could that be true? This guy is crazy. Well, this isn't the first time our picture of the numbers has been completely changed. A long time ago, our number line looked like this, just positive numbers. That was great, but that left some questions. Like, what is 2 minus 3? Well, in this system, it is undefined. But to sort of fix this problem, to provide an answer, the negative numbers were created. And now, with this system, the answer is clear. -1. Now, could 1 divided by 0 be the same? Right now we call it undefined, but could this, or possibly something else, have an answer? I don't know. It's up to you to decide. By the way, this number needs a name. The entire video, we've been referring to it as this number. It must be getting depressed. I think Terminus is a good name. It comes from the word terminus with Latin origin that means the end or extremity. I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me in the comments what you want my future videos to be about. Subscribe for more educational content. And as always, thanks for watching.